Be me, 27F. Live in a Midwest suburb that's basically 30 minutes from anywhere that matters and 2 minutes from a Walmart. Work remote marketing job where I write emails about brand authenticity while eating cold Chipotle over my sink. College degree in psychology from a mediocre state school. Ironically, the least mentally stable person I know. Peak America experience. Meet boyfriend, Tyler, 29M. He lives with his mom and sister in a beige 2-story house with an HOA and a flag out front like every other house on the block. Driveway has a Dodge Ram, some rusty grill, and a basketball hoop no one's used since Obama was president. Me and Tyler meet at a mutual friend's Super Bowl party. Friend, Hannah, married, already has a mortgage and a Labrador. Basically on new game plus difficulty. Tyler shows up in a hoodie, jeans, and that I peaked in high school football but I'm chill about it energy. Midwest handsome, broad shoulders, scruffy jawline, faint hint of Axe body spray and emotional repression. We talk during halftime. He laughs at my joke about the ads being more interesting than the game. I laugh at his joke about capitalism selling us the illusion of happiness between Doritos commercials. We trauma bond over student loans and parents who think therapy is for weak people in California. We start dating, honeymoon phase speedrun, texting every day, late night calls. He brings me Starbucks randomly. I pretend to like football. He pretends to care about indie music. We both lie just enough to seem compatible. 3 months and he says, "You should come over and finally meet my family." Ah yes, the Midwestern rite of passage. Survive the family dinner boss fight or perish. Pull up to his mom's house. Cul-de-sac. American flag. Neighbors already watching through blinds because nothing else ever happens here. Walk in. Smell of casseroles, Febreze, and unresolved generational trauma. Meet his mom, Carol, late 50s, chunky highlights, cross necklace, calls everyone sweetheart, and honey. Hugs me like we're at a funeral. Sizes me up in 0.3 seconds like a TSA agent for her son's dating life. Then enter the sister, Megan, 25F. Girl boss mixed with Walmart lightning energy. Leggings, oversized t-shirt, nails done, lashes longer than my attention span. She walks in like she owns the house because apparently she does emotionally. Megan looks me up and down. Smile that doesn't reach her eyes. "Oh my God, you're so tiny. I used to be your size before I got on antidepressants and discovered DoorDash." Thanks I guess. First dinner together. We're all at the table. Carol asking about my job, my family, my church attendance. Non-existent. Left that DLC uninstalled. Me answering politely. Megan staring at me like I stole her spot on the cheer team in 2014. Conversation shifts to dating. Megan whips out her phone. Starts showing me a guy she's talking to from Tinder. Look at him. His name is Chad. He works in sales at Costco corporate or something. I say, "Oh, he's cute." Normal response. Megan instantly side-eyes me. "Okay, but you still respect my brother, right?" Whole table goes quiet. Tyler laughs awkwardly. Carol laughs. I laugh, but it's that weird laugh where your soul leaves your body for a second. Internal.exe. What do you mean respect your brother? I literally just said your Tinder man is cute. What is this? Sibling mafia rules? Shrug it off. Tell myself. They're just close. Cope. Months go by. I notice Megan is always there. Like always. We'll be watching Netflix at my apartment. Tyler's phone lights up. Megan. Every single time. She calls to show him where she is. She calls to show him who she's with. She FaceTimes him from Target to show him which throw pillows she's buying. She calls to gossip about her friends. She calls to complain about coworkers. She calls to drag him into drama that could be solved by logging off Instagram. We'll be mid-conversation or cuddling, or literally in the middle of me telling him about my day. Phone rings. Hold on, it's Megan. He answers every time, like she's the CEO of his life and I'm just the unpaid intern. The one that really fried my brain. We're at my apartment, we just hooked up. I'm in that vulnerable post-nut clarity spiral. We're lying there, Tyler's arm around me, my hair a mess, blanket cozy, phone buzzes. Megan FaceTime. He actually answers. Screen shows Megan in a car with her friends. Tyler, look who I'm with. Grown adults yelling like freshmen at IHOP after homecoming. He's laughing, talking, vibing. I'm just lying there like a side quest that got paused. Eventually I'm like, "Hey, can we have some time where it's just us?" He goes, "You're being weird. She just likes sharing her life with me. Not my fault we're close." Translation: I will never set boundaries and you're the problem for noticing. The sex stuff starts creeping in. Megan is always talking about sex. Like Olympic level oversharing. We were at a family cookout one time. Carol grilling hot dogs. Cousins running around. Awkward uncle drinking Bud Light at 2 p.m. Megan starts talking about some dude from Hinge who didn't know where the clit was. Everyone laughs. I'm sipping my lemonade like, haha, America is a failed state. Later that day, we're sitting in the living room chatting about dating in general. Me, being stupid and trying to bond, say something like, yeah, a lot of guys think they know what they're doing in bed, but they really don't. Just generic girl talk comment. Megan's eyes go wide. Are you talking bad about my brother? The way she says it, super defensive, super serious, like I just insulted the flag on the lawn. Tyler's right there, staring. I backpedal. No, I just meant guys in general, 2 question marks. Megan's still glaring. Okay, but like, that's disrespectful to say about my brother. Just saying. Bro, I was not trying to conduct a TED talk about your siblings' performance review. Red flag meter rising. Brain. Maybe this is just how some families are. Maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe I'm too uptight. Also brain. No, actually this is weird. Report to HR. More time passes. The clothing comparisons start. I'm thin, not gymaxing, just anxiety and coffee. Megan is not thin, which is fine, but she brings it up constantly. Ugh, I used to be your size before I gained weight. I used to wear stuff like that when I was skinny. You're so lucky. You probably don't even have to think about what you eat. Meanwhile, I'm counting calories and trauma, but go off queen. She'll randomly start flexing about how she used to be hot, then pivot into giving me beauty tips I didn't ask for. I just bought these fake lashes, they'd look so good on you too. I literally do not wear fake lashes. My entire makeup routine is tinted moisturizer and hoping for the best. Tyler doesn't help. We'll see Megan dressed up in some outfit, and like 2 minutes later he's like, you should wear more dresses like Megan. My mom likes it when girls wear dresses. Do you ever do your makeup more glam? Megan looks good when she goes full glam. You should be more affectionate like my sisters, they hug everyone. My style is more jeans, t-shirt, existential dread. His is please transform into my family system with boobs. Me internally. I am not your sister. I am not your mom. I'm an NPC you happen to romance in this playthrough. Me externally. Haha, yeah, maybe. The more I notice, the weirder it gets. Sexual comments are like family background noise. Megan slaps his butt in the kitchen once. Full-on smack. Nice ass, Ty. Carol chuckles. I look around like I'm on The Office waiting for the camera to pan to me. Megan jokes, if he wasn't my brother I'd date him. He treats girls so good. Me. Everyone else. Ha ha ha. My family doesn't even say the word sex out loud. We refer to it as that like it's Voldemort. This is like walking into an HBO show without consent. The witch thing, can't forget the witch thing. One day Megan tells me very casually, yeah, so I went to see this witch in the strip mall. She does tarot and like energy readings. I wanted to see if my older brother's new girlfriend had good intentions. Apparently Megan once dragged another brother's girlfriend through full background checks, gossip, literal spell consultation, bragged about how she exposed one girl for being fake, because the witch said her aura was off. Me sitting there, smiling, thinking, ah cool, so when she says she likes me, that means she just hasn't sacrificed a chicken about me yet. Tyler tells me at some point Megan fought with my older brother's wife so bad at a family reunion she made her cry. Said like it's some funny anecdote, not like, hey, warning, my family emotionally waterboards newcomers. Carol also calls me sometimes. Gossip hotline. Did you hear what Kelly did? Brad's wife? So disrespectful. She thinks she's better than us. Tries to get me to talk shit. I deflect. Oh, I'm sure it was a misunderstanding. Translation. I am not getting subpoenaed into this drama court. Tyler's stance. My mom and sister just care a lot. They're protective. You should feel special they're this invested. This is not investment. This is a hostile takeover. Somewhere in year 1 my mental health starts declining. I'm constantly overthinking. Am I being jealous? Am I being controlling? Am I just insecure because my family is distant and closed off? Go to therapy. American healthcare boss battle. $35 copay to cry in front of a woman named Dear Stephanie who wears cardigans and says, "How does that make you feel?" Tell her about the butt slapping, witch consulting, and hickey defending. Dr. Stephanie makes that therapist face. So, how does that make you feel? Me. Like I'm being gaslit by the cast of a CW show. She gently suggests enmeshment, family systems, codependency. I Google all of it at 2 a.m. while also scrolling through ADV threads of dudes asking, is it weird to cuddle with my sister? Answer always yes, but you scroll anyway. Cheating arc enters stage left. So relationship is already weird but not catastrophic yet. I'm working at my remote job. Team decides to do an in-person happy hour, so we all go downtown. Classic Midwest city bar. Wooden tables, too many flat screens, craft beer names like Corn-Fed IPA. Coworker there. Ethan, 30M, graphic designer, tattoos, glasses, whole, sad but hot vibe. We've low-key flirted in Slack DMS, but I've been loyalish. I show up sad that day. Tyler and I had just argued over me not trying hard enough with his family. He'd said, "My mom thinks you're cold. My sister doesn't feel like you like them. You should be more affectionate. Hug more. Talk more. Be more like them." Me mentally. You mean unhinged? Me actually. I'm trying. At the bar. Have 2 margaritas on an empty stomach. Ethan asks, "You okay? You seem off." I trauma dump about Carol, about Megan, about butt slaps and witches and his mom wanting me to wear dresses. Ethan just listens, nods, does the "wow that sounds like a lot" thing, which is code for, "this is insane but I'm being polite." One thing leads to another. We're outside smoking. Yes, I vape like a disappointment. Ethan shares a cig. We're leaning against the wall, he looks at me. I look at him. Brain goes quiet for the first time in months. We kiss. It's not fireworks, it's not movie level, it's just simple, like a glitch in my moral matrix. I pull away, instantly regret it, heart pounding. I have a boyfriend. Ethan, I know. I'm sorry. Me, no, I'm sorry. We both just stand there, awkward, then go back inside and pretend nothing happened. I spend the whole Uber home staring out the window like a divorced man in a 90s movie. Overthinking. Okay, it was just a kiss. It's not like I slept with him. It only happened because I was upset. Tyler emotionally cheats on me with his sister's validation daily anyway. Cope stack maxed. I don't tell Tyler. I rationalize it as a mistake fueled by alcohol and emotional neglect. AKA cheating light. KA I am not the protagonist I thought I was. The hypocrisy is not lost on me. I'm mad at his boundaryless family while my own boundaries just took a cigarette break behind a bar. Things keep getting worse. Family gatherings turn into performance reviews. Every time we leave his house. Carol's feedback, Megan's feedback, Tyler's feedback. You didn't talk enough. You should have hugged my sister when she came in. You should wear something more colorful next time. Mom likes that. Why don't you dance with us when we put music on? Bro, I barely danced at prom and you want me to salsa in your mom's living room sober? 2 question marks. 1 Thanksgiving. Classic Midwest scene. Turkey, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, 3 types of pie, football on TV, uncle making passive-aggressive political comments. Carol assigns me to help in the kitchen. I'm chopping things, washing dishes, being a good little domestic raccoon. Megan comes in, starts asking questions. So how many boyfriends did you have before Tyler? Knife stops mid-chop. A few. Why? Why did you break up with them? Her tone not curious, more interrogation room chic. I answer vaguely. Just didn't work out. Different priorities? She smirks. So you just leave when it's hard? Carol side-eyeing in the background while mashing potatoes like she's mashing my reputation. Later that night, Tyler pulls me aside. Megan feels like you were being defensive earlier. She's just trying to get to know you. I stare at him. She asked me why all my relationships failed over mashed potatoes. Tyler. Yeah, because she cares if you're serious. Okay, FBI. You know that feeling when everyone around you is acting like something heinous is normal and you start questioning your sanity? That was my permanent state. The sexual jokes keep hitting. Megan talking about sex with Tyler in the room like he's one of her girlfriends. Positions, preferences, guys who suck. Tyler just laughs along. Sometimes adds little comments. My soul slowly crawls under the fridge. Every time I bring it up. Hey! It makes me uncomfortable when your sister talks about sex like that around you. My family doesn't really do that. He answers. She didn't mean it like that. You're overthinking. You're being weird. That's just how we talk. Gaslight, gatekeep, sister boss. I start doubting myself so hard. Go on Reddit. Post to relationship subs from burner account. Get replies like, yeah, that's weird. Sounds enmeshed. Run. Feel validated for like 10 minutes. Then hear Tyler's voice in my head. You're being dramatic? Late-stage capitalism coping package? Gym trial? Alcohol? Doom scrolling? Jumbo pack of potato chips from Costco. Try gymaxing. Planet Fitness because it's cheap and purple and judgment-free allegedly. Treadmill feels like a metaphor for this relationship. Lots of movement going nowhere. One night, after a particularly bad fight, Tyler tells me, if you can't accept my family, I don't know how this works long term. They're part of the package. Me, I don't mind them being close. I mind the lack of boundaries. Him, there's nothing wrong with it. You're making it weird by sexualizing it. My brain, I am not the one slapping my brother's ass in the kitchen, sir. Jealousy arc unlocks. Me versus Megan speedrun. Anytime I ask him to help me with something. Hey, can you come into the other room and help me fix this thing on my laptop? We go. 2 minutes later. Phone buzz. Megan calling. Tyler, come look at this TikTok. He literally drops what he's doing and walks away sometimes. I start feeling like I'm fighting his sister for basic attention. It's like being in a love triangle, but one corner is a 25-year-old woman who thinks consulting a witch about her brother's girlfriends is a normal hobby. My self-esteem slowly rots. I start comparing myself. My style versus hers. My loudness versus hers. My family versus theirs. I hate it. I hate her. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I hate myself more actually. Go back to high school in my head. Remember my older brother, Luke. We barely talked about anything deeper than Xbox and who was doing dishes. The idea of saying, if he wasn't my brother I'd date him, makes me want to crawl into a Walmart freezer and never come out. Meanwhile, Tyler and Megan are play wrestling in the living room at age 25 and 29 like it's Nickelodeon. Carol filming it on her phone, probably for Facebook, with the caption, "Love my babies." One day I snap a little. We're in his car, pulled into his driveway after dinner. I'm staring at the house like it's the Haunted Mansion ride. I say, I don't think I could marry into this. He goes quiet. Into what? Into this dynamic. Your sister, your mom, the lack of boundaries. Feels weird to me. You and your sister's relationship feels weird to me. He looks at me like I slapped him. So you're calling us incestuous now? Me. I'm literally not. I'm saying it feels too fused, too much. Like there's no space for me. Him, wow. You're really messed up for thinking that. You need therapy. Bro, I already have therapy. She agrees with me. He doesn't believe me when I say I might leave. Thinks I'm bluffing. You love me, you'll get used to it. Every family is weird. You grew up different. And he's not completely wrong. I did grow up different. Quiet family. No yelling. No but slapping. No witch consults. Just passive-aggressive silence and pretending everything's fine. So yeah, different flavors of dysfunction, but still. Cheating arc 2, this time on his side. Near the 2-year mark, things are tense. We fight more, I cry more, he pulls away more. I start noticing his phone flipped over more often, notifications well managed. He suddenly starts going out more with coworkers. Stays late. Late night work drinks. Classic pre-cheat patch notes. One night, he leaves his phone on the table to go shower. I know I shouldn't, but my brain is a raccoon and the trash is right there. I check. See messages with Lindsay. Coworker. Scroll. Lots of emotional intimacy. Complaining about me. She doesn't get my family. She's always judging Megan. I can be myself around you. Then, last night was so fun. I haven't felt that close to someone in years. My stomach drops to the center of the earth. Scroll more. They cuddled on a work trip. He kissed her. Nothing serious, just got caught up in the moment. Cool, so we both cheated, but he made it sound poetic. I confront him. He deflects. It was just a stupid drunk mistake, it didn't mean anything, you're blowing it out of proportion. Where have I heard that before? Oh right, my own brain using the same lines. The emotional manipulation intensifies. He cries, says you've been distant. My family says you don't even try with them. I felt alone. Lindsay just listened. If you were closer to my family, maybe I wouldn't have felt this way. Bro just blamed his cheating on my unwillingness to hug his sister more. I almost buy it. Almost. Because my self-worth is on clearance at Walmart at this point. Spend nights lying in bed, staring at ceiling fans, scrolling TikTok, doom scroll Reddit, read threads about enmeshment, emotional incest, cheating. Am I crazy? Answer always no, but also yes, but mostly no. I think about staying. Almost do. Tell myself, every family's weird. You'll adjust. They'll like you eventually. Tyler will set boundaries if you just communicate better. Therapy will fix him. Late stage denial speedrun. But then I imagine marrying into it, moving into that house. Thanksgivings where Megan interrogates my children about their dating lives at age 12. Carol calling me to gossip about my own sister-in-law, which appointments every time a cousin gets a new girlfriend. My daughters watching their aunt slap their dad's ass as a joke. My sons watching me get emotionally waterboarded over mashed potatoes. Something in me snaps back into place. Self-preservation.exe reinstalled. I break up with him in my living room. He's sitting on my IKEA couch. Luna, my cat, staring like she knows drama is about to happen. I tell him I can't do this anymore. I feel like I'm dating you and your family. I don't want to marry into this. He scoffs. So you're throwing away 2 years because you think it's weird that I'm close to my sister. Me. I'm throwing it away because you cheated, minimized my feelings, and let your family disrespect me on a bi-weekly basis. He insists my relationship with Megan is normal. She's my best friend. You're twisting it? I say your sister slaps your ass and says she'd date you if you weren't siblings. Him. That's just joking. Me. Your sister went to a witch to check if your brother's girlfriend had good intentions. Your mom made your sister-in-law cry. And you let them talk shit about every woman who enters this house. I don't want to be next. Him. You're being dramatic. I tell him, I told you this already, and you didn't believe me. You still don't. That's the whole problem. He says, you'll regret this. You'll realize you overreacted. You're going to end up alone because you can't handle real closeness. There it is. Death blow. The you're damaged and that's why love doesn't work for you line. We break up. He leaves. Door closes. Silence louder than his truck. First night alone feels like detoxing. Keep expecting my phone to buzz with Megan. But it's just Target asking if I want 5% off with a red card. I vacillate between peace and panic. Some moments I'm like, wow, fresh air. Other moments, what if I was the problem? What if it was me? What if this is why nothing works out? Remember Ethan, the bar kiss, the fact that I'm not exactly pure in this. Brain uses it as ammo. See? You're no better. You're just as messy. Maybe you didn't deserve a stable guy anyway. Except Tyler wasn't stable. He was a Jenga tower held together by his sister's approval and his mom's casseroles. Coping mechanisms intensify. Gymaxing attempt 2, alcohol, DoorDash, 2 a.m. TikTok spirals, start vaping indoors like a true goblin. Go on Tinder, then Hinge, then Bumble, delete, reinstall. It's like opening the fridge every 10 minutes expecting different food. Just more Midwestern men holding fish or posing with their truck or their niece like it's a personality trait. Hook up with a guy named Blake once. He works in roofing, talks about crypto unironically. We meet at a dive bar, he buys me Jager bombs, we go back to his place. It's messy. American flag on the wall, Xbox on the floor. We hook up. It's aggressively mid, I go home at 3 a.m. Feel nothing except a vague sense of, yeah, this tracks. Jealousy hits at weird times, like when I see Tyler's sister post a story. Her, Tyler, Carol, Lindsay, yes, he ends up officially dating the coworker later. because of course he does. Family dinner. Laughing. Captions like family is everything. I feel sick and also relieved that I'm not in that picture. Intrusive college memory. Freshman year. Psych 101. Professor talking about family systems and enmeshment. Like they're just vocabulary words. Me thinking, wow, some people have wild families. Me now, oh. Months later Hannah invites me over. Suburb again. She's got her baby on her hip. Golden retriever at her feet. Husband grilling in the backyard. We sit at her island drinking wine from Costco. I tell her everything. The witch. The butt slaps. The cheating. My bar kiss with Ethan. Me walking away. Hannah listens. Then says, you were right to leave. That family is insane. Simple, firm. Like she's telling me there's spinach in my teeth. I want to believe her, I do. But there's still that little gremlin voice in my brain. Or maybe you're just chronically broken and can't handle normal closeness, and you'll end up 40 with 3 cats and a wine subscription. America doesn't help. Everywhere you look, therapy speak, TikTok therapists diagnosing everyone with attachment disorders. If he does this, run. If she says that, she's toxic. Half of it is legit, half of it is people projecting. I'm just trying to figure out which half I am. Sometimes I think I'll never date again. Like, the bar is now, doesn't let his sister slap his ass and call him dateable. Which feels like it should be the default, not a high standard. I still miss Tyler sometimes. Not him specifically, but the idea of him. The idea of Sundays at Costco together, inside jokes, his truck in my driveway, shared Netflix password, the illusion of a future. Then I remember Megan sitting across from me at Thanksgiving asking why my last relationships failed like she's HR at a job interview. Carol calling me to complain about Brad's wife crying. Tyler telling me I was the problem. And I think, yeah, no, actually I'd rather eat microwaved mac and cheese alone. People online always say, trust your gut. But no one talks about how much your gut can feel like it's lying to you when you've been gaslit long enough. Was it really that weird? Plenty of siblings are close. Some families are more open. Maybe I was just insecure. Maybe I projected. Maybe I watched too many Reddit horror stories and started seeing red flags where there were just pink ones. But then I imagine me at 35, still in that family, Megan still calling Tyler 6 times a day, Carol still interrogating me about dresses and hugs, me still apologizing for being uncomfortable, me still wondering if I'm crazy. And I feel this deep, heavy relief and grief for the version of me who almost stayed. So were my concerns valid? Probably. Was I perfect? Absolutely not. I cheated light. I stayed too long. I rationalized too much. I tried to beat a boss fight in a game that was rigged. The worst part? There's no tidy bow. No, and then I learned to love myself and met someone healthy. No epiphany montage. Just me, in my one-bedroom apartment, in a Midwest city that smells like rain, corn, and highway, lying on my couch, phone on my chest, Netflix asking, are you still watching? Like a passive-aggressive therapist, scrolling through dating apps, half hoping I see Tyler so I can swipe left, half hoping I never do because I know part of me would swipe right just to see if he does too. I eat cold pizza, drink cheap wine, vape out the window, laugh at some doomer meme about TFW no GF, even though I'm technically the GF archetype they're crying about, and realize nothing monumental has changed. Tyler still thinks I'm crazy. Megan still thinks she's the main character. Carol still thinks her sons are perfect. Lindsay probably thinks she won. And I'm just here, overanalyzing the past, in a future that doesn't feel much different. No big redemption arc, no clean moral. Just one less family I have to impress and one more reason to flinch when a guy says, you'll love my mom and sister. We're really close. I turn my phone over, stare at the ceiling, feel the quiet press in. Not good, not bad, just heavy. Maybe I did the right thing. Maybe I ruined something. Maybe both are true. Either way, I'm still here, still confused, still lonely, still scrolling. And the worst part is, I'm starting to get used to it.